At the 2017 Oscars, movie producer Jordan Horowitz provided viewers with a remarkable impromptu moment. He had just accepted the Best Picture award for La La Land. Suddenly there was commotion on stage, and the PricewaterhouseCoopers folks informed him that Moonlight had actually won. Others might have been speechless or angry, but instead Horowitz boldly announced, "There's a mistake. Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture. This is not a joke." Then, holding up his Oscar statuette, he said, "I'm going to be really proud to hand this to my friends from Moonlight." These brief remarks were brilliant and were justly praised by the media. Horowitz showed grace in announcing the real winner and offering up the prize so generously. Later he explained, "It was not about me. It was about making sure that Moonlight got the recognition it really deserves." I'd like to think that everyone who hears this book will respond to off-the-cuff situations as eloquently as Jordan Horowitz did. But, you may ask, isn't impromptu speaking something people do without thinking much about it? The word impromptu conjures up the instantaneous remark, the wedding toast done in a flash of friendship, the job interview where you decide to wing it, the insightful comment that just came into your head at a meeting. Yes, these are all acts of spontaneity. But, as we know, they don't always go well. Who could be more aware of this than Tony Hayward, the BP executive who told a reporter after the explosion on the Deepwater Horizon oil rig that, "I'd like my life back"? The world knew, as he did, that 11 individuals had lost their lives in the fire. His words left a bad taste, so bad that he was vilified in the media and removed from his high-profile role. And it's not just high-profile leaders who wing it and regret it. How many managers become tongue-tied when they speak up at a meeting or go on too long, losing the thread of what they had wanted to say? How many leaders, when asked a question, ramble and conclude with a desperate, "What I'm really saying is..." How many of us on conference calls wish we had been more astute and wonder if the others on the call tuned out? Who has not passed a colleague in the corridor and only afterward thought of something more meaningful to say than, "How's it going?" What manager has not been stuck in the elevator with a senior executive and looked down at the floor, afraid to speak, not knowing what to say, regretting afterward the missed opportunity? And who has not spoken up at a meeting, only to feel that she lost it in the middle of her thought? Here's the rub. So many of us think of impromptu speaking as winging it. That's why our corridor and water cooler conversations can sound so banal. Our comments in meetings can be poorly thought out. And we can be awkward in our attempt to distill a 30-minute PowerPoint deck into a few pithy messages when our boss says, "Just give me the big picture." It's not surprising that we have phone conversations that don't seem to go anywhere. It is not surprising that when we answer a question, we can flounder. It is, in short, not surprising that our daily conversations are often not geared to leadership, and our encounters can be less than inspiring. Impromptu speaking is an art that few have mastered, yet it's a critical skill for leaders. Not just those with fancy titles, but those at all levels who wish to come across as polished and persuasive. Impromptu speaking enables us to influence and inspire in day-to-day situations that are becoming more and more common. What you will learn from this book. The purpose of this book is to enable every listener to become much better at extemporaneous speaking. The secret is preparation. As paradoxical as it may sound, you must prepare to be spontaneous. Leading in the moment is the goal for anyone who wishes to have day-to-day impact on others, and prepare to be spontaneous is the means to achieving that goal.